Alright, what up? Welcome back to the channel. Let's just get into the energy. I appreciate anybody who comes over here and shows me love in any type of way. I love you back. Alright. We're going to get into November energy for you, Virgo. I've already been getting several downloads about what's going to be going on. And we're just going to use the cards to clarify. So the first energy that I'm getting at the beginning of November, you could notice that there's a lot of like shifting directions, okay? Changing plans, okay? Modifying plans and routines, going with the flow, being extremely adaptable to the past, present, and future. Yeah, changes. Okay? You're going to make changes, and then those changes are going to turn into more changes. It's giving me a scene in which somebody needed to obtain an item, so they had to go and find someone who was willing to trade something for that item, but the person didn't want what they had for that item, so they then have to go trade with a bunch of different people to get the item to trade with the one person they originally wanted to trade with in order to obtain that item. Okay, it's giving like a lot of hands, a lot of participants, okay, a lot of participation. It's also bringing about the death of old routines, because trade usually isn't that hard, right? Trade is usually transactional, quick, fast, but there's something here about considering going backwards, moving, shifting in the beginning of November in order to obtain an item. All right, and when you do obtain this item, Virgo, with the fours and the duality, I feel like you're going to have to choose between like self-care and the things that you need. All right, and once you do obtain something, then it's the next idea. You have to obtain the next idea. What are you going to do with this new job, new money, new outcome, new item? All right, because the only reason you wanted an item in the first place was because it gave you something. Okay, so what are you getting out of what is it is giving you? And then you have to figure out if you want to use the value of that item or put it into something else. You feel me? That'll get you an even greater value. So throughout the month of November, it's like a game plan energy. I see strategizing. All right. Putting things in order, going back, revising, and then looking at everything and seeing if it fits. Okay. This could take a toll. All right. It could be a lot going on all at once. You may forget to do things and have to go back and redo things. But the energy of November is elevation. Okay? Spirit wants you to find time to be happy, humorous, okay? Laugh through the problems, laugh through the changes. All right, let's get it. What's the beginning of November looking like for the sign of Virgo, please? What is the beginning of November looking like for the sign of Virgo, please? We have duality and movement into balance. Okay, like I said, you have to consider black and white, this and that. There's the energy of considering two sides of a coin. All right, as you make changes, as you move things into balance. And we all know balance, juggling, symbolizes more than one thing. Okay, so there is going to be multiple ways in order to obtain or get something, or multiple ways in order to do something, but you're gonna have to find the one that fits the best movement that you want, okay, or that you're looking for. The middle of November, we have that past, present, and future, what we started off with at the bottom of the deck. All right, this is you looking at past decisions, how that works for you, peering into the future and focusing on the present, trying to do multiple things at once here. The end of November, please. We have struggled, number 32 here, an uphill battle. Okay, and then we have anger, and then we have home and sacred space. Let's get into the energy. Let's see what's going on. Put something on duality here for Virgo. in the middle, no, in the beginning of November, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, there's something coming to you, whether that's like a new job, money, investments. It's going to be something tangible. All right. And then you're going to have to consider both sides as you move into some type of game plan. All right. With the past, present, and future here in the game plan, you're looking at what's going to lead you to the best places, best outcome based off of what you've tried and learned in the beginning of the month. And then here's application. The hardest part of your next manifestation is the application of the plan. All right. But with the Ace of Pentacles here, there's some type of blockage that is moving out the way. Something where you could have felt like it was powerless. You're moving past blockages here with the Queen of Coins to the Ace of Swords. It's definitely some type of financial victory for you, for Swords energy that leads you right into contemplation, prayer, meditation, rejuvenating, looking at things that have not worked in the past, where you are right now and what you could do. Okay. And through this, you're going to see a plan. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. You're going to see a plan that's going to be very obvious to you. And with the hard work energy to the 7 of Swords, it's going to be very obvious, Virgo, based off of the decisions that you make, that maybe you allowed yourself to struggle when you didn't have to. With the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Swords energy, I see you figuring out like easy tips or quick tips, cheat code energy. I'm seeing you finding a better way of doing something and not struggling anymore. With the Queen of Swords, this is the application of your knowledge going into the game plan, Knight of Cups. Okay. And then we have the 8 of Cups, the Judgment. This is that energy I was talking about. You making a plan, seeing a plan in a way in which it would work for you, and then you have to go back and revise. Judgment, something didn't work. Page of Wands, another application that you are going to go towards. Strength card, the 2 of Cups. And this is that energy where I was talking about, that commercive energy where you may have to find someone who has mutual feelings about trading and buying. Okay, it's equal. There's an equal trade of something that someone wants or values. With the Moon to the Ace of Wands, all for this plan of getting what you want. So with the Ace of Pentacles, Virgo, there's going to be new opportunities. All right, new streams of income. It's like new material. The feeling of like raw energy, and you're going to decide what you're going to do with the raw energy, what seeds you're going to sow, which seeds you're going to water here. With the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Moon card, and then we have the 9 of Cups. Like I said, this is getting something. This is getting something, and then immediately your subconscious is pinpointing you to how to achieve some type of dream or something that you want based off of what you have now. With the 5 of Wands energy, there's going to be a lot of conflict. You're going to have to consider both sides. With the to the memories to the 7 of Wands, both sides are plans that didn't work in the past, and you have memories of things that you are never going to go and try again. With the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Coins to the Strength card, that's fortune after misfortune, where you putting in consistent effort to grow something. Okay, and there's that trade energy again, something of equal value. There's something here about partnerships and business. Okay, asking for help, seeing someone who may have done this before, getting help from someone who may have done this before. You may have to take a step backwards, like get a loan. Like even if you have money, you may have to get a loan to up your credit score so that you could do something else. There's something here about going and partnering and taking step backwards in order to take steps forward here and to get ultimately what you want at the beginning of November. By the middle of November, you're considering what happened in the past, looking at the present, and making plans for the future on what you have got. Let's see. We have the Emperor in the reverse here. We have the Ace of Cups. And then we have the Hermit. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So the Emperor in the reverse is very controlling. Okay, poor leadership, poor work-life habits. Okay, um, someone who opposes people. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Cups to the Hermit. The Ace of Cups talks about that productive energy, the abundant energy. The Hermit talks about taking time away. So with this energy, I do feel like when you're trying to control the outcome, when you're trying to control the outcome in the past here with the Emperor, there could have been a level of disarray and disorder. Okay, but with the Ace of Cups to the Hermit, this is something flowing smoothly. I'm also getting like with the Emperor in the reverse, someone who has no boundaries, someone who has no tradition or morals to stand on. Put one on the Emperor in the reverse. We have the Hierophant. Okay. So what I'm getting is going against something with the Ace of Cups and a Hermit energy. So it's like short-lived gratification here with the Emperor to the Ace of Cups and a Hermit, because it goes to from something fruitful and failing. This is that energy of looking back and reviewing things in the past that did not work, okay, or was short-lived, or that may have been, it's almost like forcing something to work instead of things working because everything is in order here with a Hierophant. Knight of Swords to the Five of Cups to the Lovers. So there is an aspect of charging towards something, trying to figure out and make things work, but that person does not want or need what you have to trade. So you have to go and find something else to trade in order to reach back and find unity with the Emperor in the reverse in order to gain something again. So this is like not having the authority to trade and sell somewhere, so then you have to go get a license to trade and sell legally. This is the energy that I'm getting of the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Lovers. You could have went into something quickly, okay? Went into something quickly with the Five of Cups and the Lovers, and then something may have not worked. You could have taken a loss from something and then realized that you had to start all over again with the Strength card to the Two of Cups to create some type of energy in which you could hold your space. Or simply have a strong contract between two people in which you could trade and maneuver more easily. The Sun card and the King of Cups. So there's an energy here of not having the authority, not having the whatever it took, the qualities of the Emperor in the reverse. So the Emperor upright is someone who has a like powerful influence, someone whose actions speak louder than their words because they have the authority, they can walk in it, they live in it, right? With it in the reverse, this is someone who, sorry about that. So with the Emperor in the reverse, they're simply giving me like no authority or jurisdiction in order to do something that will create like actual longevity, prosperity, right? So then you have to go back and you have to get your license, do it by the book in order to keep something going here with the Ace of Cups to the Hermit. So there's some type of product plan. There's some type of baby you have here. This is a new idea, new scheme. This is look at the baby energy. This is a new product. This is something that you're creating, something that is going to bring more abundance into your life, and you're finding out the hard way that you have to do things in certain orders in order to achieve victory, and trying is the first step in success. Okay, so this is what I'm viewing here, Virgo. So you may do something and figure out that you need a license, and then you may be scared that you don't have enough to get a license, or you don't have what it takes, the credentials to get a license. But Spirit wants you to stand your ground and actually try and apply yourself to do and gain the things that you need in order to succeed, because it will be worth it. You will get whatever you're planning on doing here. There will be success from the plans that you are making. Okay, so this is beautiful energy for the month of November so far, Virgo. This last part is the application of the plan. The end of November is when you really set in stone what you got to do. And whatever you got to do is an uphill battle. Taking action in creating something by yourself, okay, paving a new way for yourself is definitely going to be a struggle, but it's going to be one that is well worth it. What's the struggle energy for Virgo by the end of November, please? Okay, automatically we got the World card in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Wands. That's not being able to complete something. Ace of Swords is not being able to figure out something that is a decision going against you, misjudging a situation. But this is you standing your ground still. So uphill battle energy. What's going on at the end of the month for the sign of Virgo? You saw that come out. Oh, I thought it was in the reverse. Page of Swords energy. And then we have the Nine of Swords. What is the Page of Swords to the Nine of Swords? We got the Three of Swords in the reverse, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so the Page of Swords is giving me the energy of seeing everything that you may have to do, or seeing what it takes. Nine of Swords. This is giving me the energy of learning, though. This is also giving me the energy of like shadow work. Okay, they're pulling me back to the Emperor in the reverse. Learning how to heal something that could be causing struggle. Okay, so there is something here about you staring at a plan and figuring out a plan and devising a plan so much that you have everything down to a T, everything except your emotions, your energy, your physical and mental strength, the things inside of you that you need to heal, that is making the application of your plan even harder. That's why they were pointing me to the harmony, playful, entertaining, outdoorsy, fascinated energy. There needs to be a level of happiness. Okay. There needs to be a level of okay, so now they're pointing me back to my notes, and in my notes it was talking about identifying the ego and taming the ego. So during this process with the Emperor in the reverse, you're going to encounter your ego here. Okay. So during this process with the Emperor in the reverse, this is the energy where you encounter your ego, and you have to come into unity with your ego in order to succeed. And you know this. You have learned this from past application. But the Nine of Swords to the Three of Swords in the reverse, it's a learning process in order to gain control over your ego. Okay, so they're pointing me back to the middle of this energy here, where you identify what is stopping the flow of productivity and stopping you from being in alignment with your higher self. Okay, the higher plan, the higher self. And with the Emperor in the reverse, there's a definite part of the ego that will be pointed out for you, okay? And you know you need to come in alignment. You've learned this, but with this Nine of Swords energy to the Three of Swords, even though you know and you see it, there's still the energy of having to tame it. So let me give you an example. This is the energy of, we all know those people who hate having to pay taxes, right? And you can get around something by, let's say every single customer who buys from my shop, you're not buying, it's a donation. You're donating to me to, to bypass, paying for the taxes. But what you really want is a storefront, or what you really want is a larger business. So then you have to realize that you hate paying taxes, right? But it's necessary to have the storefront, right? So then you have to come into agreement with yourself that you have to do something that you don't like. And doing things that you don't like goes against your ego, and you have to tame your ego to do things. And this is easier said than done, because sometimes your ego will get you to stop working on something, give up on a business, give up on a plan, give up on an idea, because you have to do something that goes against your ego. This is that identifier with the emperor in the reverse of something that is corrupt, unjust, imbalanced in your system that needs to be purged or dealt with. Okay, and this process with the Nine of Swords to the Three of Swords in the reverse is definitely going to be a hard one, right? It's definitely going to be hard to release anxiety, overthinking, fear, insomnia, stress, sleepless nights. It's going to be hard to, fight yourself. So this is the struggle by the end of November that you're going to find yourself in. And once you can overcome the ego and come into alignment with the plan, you're not going to be confused anymore. Then we have the Four of Wands into the Magician, into the Justice energy. And that's when you start that storefront business in the right way, manifesting things in a just, fair way, okay? That with the strength to the Eight of Swords to the Ten of Wands, which took you curbing your ego, which was very hard to do, because with the Nine of Swords and the Devil card and the Six of Cups, this is you taming your demons. Like I said, this is the process in which you tame your demons that you were programmed with from the past. Tame your demons that you were enslaved to in the past, that kept you not taking action because of subconscious blocks that really fed the ego, that really kept you selfish, or kept something unreliable, okay, or caused instability in some type of way. This is you being emotionally unswayed, unbothered by the ego. Sun card, seeing yourself fully, learning about yourself, and walking away from aspects that do not serve you anymore in order to get partnerships and create that lifestyle that you have wanted. The World card in the reverse, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Seven of Wands energy. This is you rejecting the idea of just giving up, rejecting the idea of just allowing your ego to take over and keep you in the same energy, and breaking free from past barriers and past selves. This is you like fighting your own self. This is that energy when they mean I'm in competition with no one but myself. Okay, so November is a big competition with yourself, Virgo. There's a lot of things coming in for you, a lot of plans, a lot of components that can come together and create prosperity for you. And you're going to be shown the way, you're going to be guided through this, you're going to be given the material to do so. And what you're going to notice is, through revision, it is you who is stopping something or making something happen. Okay, it is you who's either losing or winning. It's you who is keeping something from changing or starting something new. And once you realize that it's aspects inside of you that is the only thing stopping you from achieving your goals, you're going to have to change those things inside of you. And it's going to be easier said than done, but you're going to see that it is going to be well worth it to create a new you that is ultimately going to pay off for your greater good, bring you in more fun, celebratory energy, bring more opportunities to have more grateful energy and more ideas here. This is also incubating more ideas. This is breeding more ideas. So once you achieve the one idea by the end of November, I see you then using that to sow more seeds. The Knight of Pentacles energy to the Six of Coins to the Judgment. All right. This is what entrepreneurship looks like. This is the energy I have for you during the month of November, Virgo. Okay? Don't get distracted. Stay locked in. Decide what you want to do, what role you want to play. Go and change your shift and dynamics. This is also changing yourself as well in order to achieve what you want. There could be younger people who help you succeed. Okay? You could be a younger woman, take it as it resonates, but there's guaranteed success in your plans, Virgo. The divine is helping you. And I told you there's going to be people who help you as well. That's that trading system energy. So you're going to have like inside trades. You're going to have to go and find what other people need in order to get what you need. But whatever this is setting the stone for a prosperous foundation here. One more card for Virgo. And then we have fear, worry, intense situation. So, and then we have announcement at the bottom. So this is that energy again with the fear, worry, intense situation. That's that part of your ego that sabotages you. That's that part of your ego and the things that you're going to see. I told you, once you decide to do something and decide how you create your relationships with the world and yourself, is guaranteed success. The only thing that's really stopping you is your emotions, your eternal state, the demons that you deal with, the consistency and the application of your plan. Once you get that down under packed, Virgo, once you get that down packed, there's nothing that can stop you. That's also when you make your announcement. Okay? Don't be announcing your plans and telling anybody about your plans until you're ready to take the application of your plan and then it succeeds for you. Okay, there's something here about causing more fear and worry if you expose and announce your plan. Yeah, then you're gonna have to defend yourself because people will tell you that your plan ain't gonna be worth it. It's not gonna work. So there's something here about only trading with people who want and have mutual feelings with you about trade, your plans, and your future here. Okay, this is the energy that I have for you in the month of November. Peace.